Monday, October 24th is Election Day here in Ottawa. 14 candidates are running for mayor. And leading up to that day, CBC Ottawa is going to be bringing you a sense of who they are and where they stand on the issues that matter to you. Tonight, a focus on Brandon Bay. Here's part of our conversation. Brandon Bay, thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me here.
So why are you running for mayor and what's your vision for the city?
I'm running to make Ottawa the best it can be as often as it can be it, and that includes being an affordable home with complete communities, being the best place to start and run a business in the country, and being a world-renowned capital city.
Can you talk about some of the practical measures that you'll be taking to implement that vision?
So some of the measures I'm focused on are investing in the community completeness that I mentioned, where city services and basics for a community like grocery stores and pharmacies and medical clinics are offered citywide, and you don't have to drive a great distance to get to them, and infrastructure to travel between these communities, whether that's improving our roads or public transit or bike paths and that sort of thing, and expanding Invest Ottawa's programming beyond just technical programming to have retail and food service startups that can be grown quickly from idea to a successful contributor to our economy.
Any budget you'll have to make some choices, right? You're going to have to cut some things, put money in others. What will be the one budget item that you will protect above all others?
I don't think we should see any more cuts to transit. I think that's we need to in fact invest more in it, and that will be the first focus of my budget above all else. Yeah.
Looking at some of the practical measures that you'll be implementing, you mentioned housing. There are a lot of vulnerable people here. Housing is a huge issue for a lot of people in our community. What are some of the practical measures that you'll be implementing to deal with the issue of housing for our most vulnerable residents?
I'd like to see R1 zoning ended immediately and allow developers to build, more intensification across the city and help increase the urban tax base that supports these services, and also just better use our space without having to expand the urban boundary and lose agricultural land or green space to, accommodate more development. And we can do a lot more within the city where we've got it. I'd also like to see a lot more investment in affordable housing, both requirements on developers that are building things and through the city acquiring more properties to manage themselves.
And finally, I'll ask you this. What do you bring to the table that the other candidates don't?
Compared to the big names, I've got an energy of youth left in me that some of them do not, and I've got a background in technology that gives me a great, focus on transparency in government and using data to drive decisions and show the public, the reasons we're moving in the directions we are and making sure that those are the right directions.
Brandon Bay, thank you.
Thank you very much.